In this lecture, we will cover RE model of a bipolar junction transistor. In last video lecture, we have covered the hybrid parameter RE model. So today, we will encounter the problem solving technique for a RE model of a BJT. So we will start with a fixed bias circuit. So as you can see that this circuit is our fixed bias circuit, and we have to give a input across this side, that is our VI AC input source, and we are taking output across the V naught. Okay, and there are two capacitor. So basically this one is a fixed bias circuit, and when we are giving a sinusoid signal, we are getting a inverted sinusoid signal. And why this one is inverted, we will discuss later. So in case of this RE model of a fixed bias circuit, we have to give the input across the capacitor C1, and we are getting the output V0 across the capacitor C2. So we will start with the concept of RE model of a BJT and how to solve the problem. In this type of questions, we have to mainly focus about the input impedance, output impedance, voltage gain and current gain. So we will discuss all these things in detail. So we have to start with the very fundamental fixed bias circuitry, and we have to find the 4 parameter later. Okay, so we are just starting with a fixed bias. Common emitter configuration is there, and we are giving input and we are taking the output. So before solving the RE model of any BJT based circuitry, first we have to go for the very basic DC biasing. So first we have to do the DC analysis. So very first step is the DC analysis, through which we can find the resistance across the emitter side. It is nothing but simply 26 millivolt by IE, that is our VT by IE, already discussed in last video lecture. So this one is the formula. So the RE value is 26 millivolt by IE. So this IE, the emitter current, we have to find what should be the emitter current in this circuitry. So for this purpose, for the DC analysis, we have to just open circuit the capacitor. Okay, because we are going for the DC analysis, so the capacitor become open circuited. So this one is the simple DC analysis of a fixed bias circuit. So fixed bias circuit looks like this one, and there is no capacitor because we have open circuited. So we are removing the capacitor C1 C2. So now, because our aim is to find out the emitter current first, in RE model we have to find the what emitter current. So for emitter current, DC emitter current, we have to go for the DC analysis. So in this circuit, what we have to do, we have to go for the DC analysis. So we have to write the KVL equation from this side. Yes, okay. So how we have to write the DC equation? So what we have to write, VCC minus IBRB minus VBE equals to 0. Okay, so these are the some equation. So first equation we can write VCC minus IBRB minus VBE equals to 0. So from that equation we can find IB VCC minus VBE by RB. Okay, one more thing, this IE, the emitter current, is the sum of the base current plus collector current. So IB plus IC, now this IC is nothing but simply your beta times of IB. So beta plus 1 IB. So we have the value of IB. So putting the value of IB in this equation, we will get the value of IE. Okay, so this one is the emitter current. So through this RE model, we can also familiar with the DC analysis. So DC analysis is a very simple one. You just apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law, and we can finding the value of IB. Then the I value IB plus IC. IC equals to beta times of IB. So this value become beta plus 1 IB. Very simple. Okay. So this one is the DC part. So now RE value. So RE value, okay, 26 millivolt by IE. Okay, 26 millivolt by IE is your RE value. Simple. These are coming from the last video lecture, or I already derived the resistance looking from the emitter side is your nothing but simply VT by DC emitter current. Okay, so this one is the thing. So the next step is our AC model operation. So for AC model operation, the DC sources should be grounded. Initially we have open circuited the capacitor. Now we have to short circuit the capacitor, and the DC sources should be grounded, or we can say zero. So how it looks? Okay. So this one is the model when we are thinking about the AC one. So capacitor becomes shorted and capacitor becomes shorted here, and this resistance become RC, and the DC one, DC voltage, because this one VCC is our grounded, because we are now thinking about the AC one. And finally we have to replace this NPN transistor with this fundamental RE model. Okay, it is already discussed how it is coming. Yes or no? Okay, so after that, this part is clear to you. Means for AC analysis, we have just sorted the capacitor and grounded the DC voltages. So now again, this can be written as or redraw as this one, RB grounded emitter. Now I am writing like that. I am drawing like that, RC, and this voltage become V naught, I naught. So this one become the input impedance from input side, okay, and from output side this one is the output impedance. Okay, very simply, first we have to go for the DC analysis. Step 1, we have to find the value of RE, okay, 26 millivolt by IE. Then in the second step we have to open short circuited the capacitor one, okay, and grounded the DC voltages. Okay, so the same picture we have redrawn here in that fashion. Yes or no? Now this RB we have put it down, and this RC we have put it down, and V naught. And now in the next step, instead of this one BJT transistor, we have to replace with this corresponding SC equivalent model. So beta RE, beta IB. Yes or no? Already discussed. So those who not getting this one, you just go to my video lecture for RE model. Okay, means derivation how it is coming from S equivalent model of a BJT. Okay, so this one instead of this BJT, we are just making this model beta RE, beta IB. Okay, so after that it become very simple. So in this third step, we have to replace the BJT symbol with the equivalent model. Okay, so how it looks? Clear? Just RB here, RC here, and this R naught is the output impedance, okay, of a BJT. In BJT specification sheet, this R naught value will be given. So this can be the RE model of a fixed emitter bias configuration. Okay, so this become the input impedance, okay, looking from the input side. Okay, and this R naught already discussed output impedance of a BJT model, and this one is our output impedance from the output side. Okay, now we have to find out the 4 parameter input impedance, output impedance, and voltage gain V naught by Vi, and current gain I naught by II. So these are the 4 parameter. So this one is the model for BJT, RB, and this one additional we have added this R naught value. This R naught value is very high in mega ohm. In some numerical we can replace this R naught by mega ohms, or we can simply open circuit it, or there is no need of putting this resistance. Okay, but we are putting here in some problem if there is nothing given for the output impedance, just no need to mention anything, you just put RC, the output impedance will be RC. Is it okay? This one, the first step, DC analysis, find out the IE value. After that we have to short circuited the capacitor for the AC analysis and grounded the DC part. We have to remove the DC part and we have to just replace the BJT transistor with this equivalent model. Okay, so clear. So this one is again I am making the same diagram. So after 2 or 3 times of practice it become easier. Okay, so what this one is the give the input impedance. Okay, so for input impedance RB parallel with the beta times of RB. So this one is our input impedance, say Zin, and Zin is nothing but simply RB parallel with beta RE, because we are looking for the input impedance from the input side. So there are two resistance RB and beta RE. So and both are in parallel. So we have to write RB parallel with beta RE. So you can easily find RB into beta RE by RB plus beta RE. Okay. And the other one is your output impedance. R naught is there, output impedance in the specification sheet, so we are mentioning there, and RC. So this one is the output impedance. So output impedance will be simply R naught parallel with RC. Okay, very simple. Input impedance and output impedance is very simple. Okay, we can easily find. Okay, so note that I already discussed RE value is obtained from the DC analysis, and R naught value can be given in the specification sheet of a BJT. A typical value of R naught is in mega ohm range. Okay, so in some numerical there is no need to go for this R naught. In some numerical we have to go with R naught value is given. Without R naught we have to find the voltage gain, current gain. With R naught what should be the voltage gain, current gain. So this thing we have to keep in mind. So this is very simple. So input impedance is okay, RB parallel with beta times of RV, and R naught parallel with RC in case of output impedance. Okay, so next again I am making the same diagram. Okay, so input impedance, output impedance. Okay, so now next we have to go for the voltage gain. Okay, voltage gain AB. So voltage gain output voltage by input voltage. So write down I naught voltage gain V naught by Vi. Yes or no? Okay, so after that this V naught we can write, this V naught is nothing but simply beta times of IB into R naught parallel with RC. Okay, now this current and this equivalent resistance. Clear? V naught simply we can write, and again we have to write Vi. So Vi can be written as IB into beta RE, because this voltage will be same as that of this voltage. So Vi equals to beta times of RE into IB. Yes or no? This clear or not? V naught, this voltage beta times of IB into R naught parallel with RC, but negative sign. Okay, where the current is in from negative means negative potential to positive potential, zero grounded, from grounded to means lower potential to higher potential the current is flowing. So that's why we are putting the negative sign, and RC parallel with R naught. So for the calculation of V naught, and for Vi, this Vi is same as that of this Vi. So Vi is IB times of beta RE, because this RB and beta RE are parallel. So voltage across RB is same as that of voltage across the beta RE. So Vi equals to beta RE equals to IB. V beta RE into IB. Okay, very simple KCL, KVL, or simple network theory is there. So it is okay or not? Very simple. Okay, so after that we know this V naught and Vi. So when we divide V naught by Vi, beta beta cancel and IB cancel. So it should be minus of RC parallel with R naught by RE. Okay, so that's why there is a negative sign when we are giving the sinusoidal input signal. Okay, so there is a 180-degree phase shift in the output. So this one is clear. Okay, this one is very simple one. I am again focusing on this one because this V naught is this total equivalent resistance into beta times of IB. V equals to I into total resistance R, that thing, but I am putting negative sign because the current will flow from negative potential to positive potential. Okay, zero potential to high potential, so negative sign. And this Vi, this the RB and beta are in parallel, so voltage across the RB is same as that of voltage across the beta times of RE. So this current is our IB, the base current, so IB times of beta RE, okay, is our Vi. So simply after that we are dividing, we are getting this voltage. Very simple. Okay, is it okay? Okay, so this one is all about the voltage gain. After that we will solve some numerical. Okay, so we will find how it will come everything. Okay, so now next is your current gain. So current gain is AI. This one is the RE model of the fixed ammeter circuit. Okay, no need to remember, it is very easy. After practicing 2 or 3 or more times you will become expert in this one. So now current gain AI we can write output voltage, output current by input current. Okay, so right. Okay, so now what I am doing, now I am doing, we are multiplying this numerator and denominator with IB. Okay, in upper one we are multiplying with IB and lower one we are also multiplying with IB, means multiplying the I naught with IB and II with IB. Numerator and denominator is multiplying by IB. So it will give I naught by I naught IB. Now again I am writing I naught by IB by II. Same thing. Okay, in every equation you have to write this thing. Why we are writing? You just see. Because this one is a current source. So this one is current source, two resistance are there. So we can find the current in each resistance RC and R naught by using the current divider rule. Yes or no? Current divider rule, very simple because we have to do for the current divider rule. Okay, so this one is the thing, I naught by II multiply numerator and denominator with IB. So I naught by IB by II. So now I am just giving a small look for the current divider rule. Why? After that I will tell. This one is some I in current R1, R2 two resistance I1, I2. So I1 current is nothing but simply I in, okay, then opposite resistance R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, yes or no? Then similarly I2, the I2 current is I in opposite resistance R1 by R1 plus R2. This one is a simple current divider rule. Okay, why I am writing this one? After that I tell you, because this one is a current beta IB. So we can say this I naught value. So this I naught become beta times of IB into R naught divided by R naught plus RC. Okay, applying the current divider rule, because this one is the total current beta IB and this one is R naught RC. So we are looking for this I naught. So I naught value is nothing but simply the main or total current beta IB into opposite resistance, that is our R naught by R naught plus RC. Yes or no? So we can write this one is the same equation. Okay, for the current gain. Okay na? So I naught by I naught equals to beta IB R naught by R naught plus RC. Okay, now from current division rule. Okay, R naught, the opposite resistance by opposite resistance plus main resistance RC. So now we can find I naught by IB. I naught by IB become this one, I naught. Okay, this equation. Then after you can write I naught by IB, beta R naught by R naught plus RC. Now next, again we have to find IB by II. IB by II. Okay, so what we can write? This IB, the current IB can be written as the main current II into RB by RB plus beta R from current division rule. Okay, you can just go from the simple network theory, we can find very easily this expression. Okay, so this one is our IB. Okay, so next we can find IB by II. Okay, RB by RB plus beta RE. Now we have this equation for I naught by IB and IB by II. Now if you multiply these two, it will give the current gain equation. Yes or no? Clear? Current gain equation. So finally the current gain equation become this one by simply multiplying the I naught by IB and IB by II. Okay, so now summary. This one is the fixed bias circuitry. We are giving the AC signal. We are getting the output response of 180-degree phase shift because the voltage gain is negative. So that's why the phase should be 180-degree phase shift due to the negative sign of voltage gain. So this circuitry is also transformed in terms of the RE model. Very simple. This one is our BJT. Okay, now this RB will become here after grounded. R naught, the output resistance given in the data sheet, and RC and V naught. And after that we can find the input impedance RB parallel with beta RE, output impedance Z naught RC parallel with R naught. Okay, voltage gain already derived and current gain. Okay, so these are the four very fundamental parameter for any RE model circuitry of a bipolar junction transistor. But this one is for only for the fixed bias circuitry. Okay, so the reference book is our Electronic Devices and Circuit Theory by Bolstead. Okay, so this one is the very fundamental for parameter of a RE equivalent model. Okay, so after that we will solve a simple numerical problem, but in that numerical problem we are not going for this common emitter fixed bias configuration. I am taking the voltage divider circuitry. Okay, so one numerical we have to do. So this one is the problem. In a voltage divider bias configuration, we have to find RE value, ZI value, input impedance, output impedance, and voltage gain. So this one, and the voltage is VCC to 22 volt and beta value is also given 90. So in this case also the very first step to solve any RE equivalent model, what we have to do? We have to go for the DC analysis. Okay, so DC analysis by making capacitor open circuited. Okay, so we can redraw the circuit and we can modify this voltage divider circuitry in terms of the Thevenin voltage and Thevenin resistance, R Thevenin and V Thevenin voltages. So we can simply write redraw the circuitry like this one: 6.8K, 22 volt, okay, 1.5K, and this one we are the capacitor become open circuited, so 1.5K, and so V Thevenin become, I have already written the value for the R Thevenin and V Thevenin. How? Because this circuitry we can read on like this one. So how? So we have to find V Thevenin, VCC into R2 by R2, R1 plus R2. So after putting 22 8.2 kilo ohm. I am not writing kilo ohm because it will be finally cancelled. So after solving it will come 2.81 volt. Okay, so VThevenin. Then for the RThevenin we have to take R1 parallel with R2, means 56k in parallel with 8.2k. This one is simple DC analysis for the voltage divider circuit. So it will give 7.1526 kilo ohm. R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Kilo ohm I am not writing because it will finally, here the kilo 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3 and this 10 to the power 3, 1 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 3 cancel, so only kilo ohm will become. So this one is the what? RThevenin. So this one is the model for the voltage divider circuitry. For any voltage divider circuitry you have to go for this type of thing by replacing the R1 R2 with the corresponding Thevenin voltage VThevenin and RThevenin. This is a very simple one. Okay, so next, in the next step, this one is the circuitry. Okay, so now we have to apply KVL. Okay, in this loop, so what we have to write? 2.81 volt minus 7.1526 kilo ohm into IB minus VBE minus 1.5 into 10 to the power 3 IB plus IC. Okay, so we can write, or this IB plus IC can be written as IB plus beta times of IB for IC. So we can simply write this equation. Yes or no? This is a very simple equation. KVL. Simple DC analysis. For RE model you have to know the DC analysis. Very simple. Okay. So after that what we are doing, we can find simply IB in terms of numerical value 14.68 microampere. So IB is given, so IE beta plus 1 IB, so it will give the 1.33 milliampere IE. So now IE is given, so we can find the RE value, the very first RE value 26 millivolt by IE. Okay, it will come 19.54 ohm. Okay, so now next step is our RE model by transforming the BJT with its equivalent model. So equivalent model is given, so we can simply writing this one, making this one beta RE beta IB and RC 6.8 kilo ohm. Okay, so this one is the V in and this one is our 7.1526 kilo ohm. So after that this is the 6.8 kilo ohm and 7.1526 kilo ohm and beta RE. So we can simply find the input impedance and we can find the value of ZI. After that we can putting the value of all these things, so ZI value become 1.411, then output impedance become RC simply 6. There is no R naught value, so this one is the output impedance. Now for voltage gain, V naught by Vi we can find by using this formula, or simply you just go for the network theory and we can simply find out the value of AV minus RC by RE, that is our minus 348 voltage gain. So this is all about the RE model of a voltage divider circuit, but here we are taking the bypassed capacitor. Okay, that's why we are removing the RE resistance. Okay, and it will looks like a fixed bias circuitry. Okay, that thing you have to remember, or very simple, because there is a capacitor in the resistor side, so we are not taking the resistance RE. Okay, but if there is no capacitor, for the unbiased capacitor we will go for the other video lecture. In that I will make the this all this thing for the unbiased capacitor. So thank you so much, and also please subscribe my channel because I am a new one. So please share this video lecture. Okay, thank you.